What's up, everybody? Well, back by popular demand, Cacchio's Corner is back with a new episode. This one is a long one, okay? And I'm going to walk you through this one a little bit. So, a few years ago, I got myself a hobby. Keep myself busy. And my hobby is fishing. Now, I love to fish. I love going fishing. I think it's just a great thing to do. It relaxes me. It's something that I enjoy. It's a hobby. It's something I just like doing. So what I did was I started fishing at the edge of the ocean. So I'd be on the sand, and it's called surf fishing. So I would throw my line out into the water, and I've caught some fish over the years. It's smaller fish, all right, not very big. But I always said to myself, that there's something bigger out there. And my goal was to see how I could get that fishing line out further into the ocean. Well, I started doing some research, and I actually created what's called a bait cannon, okay, to shoot my fishing line out into the ocean and try to catch something bigger, all right? So the video today is going to show the process of creating my lines, my hooks, my bait, and actually shooting my fishing line out into the ocean. And from there, we're going to see if we ever catch anything. So I hope you enjoyed the video. It's taken some time to do, and I hope it's a nice little thing so you guys get a little break and watch me dive into the world of surf fishing. So you've watched me change tires on a car. You've watched me jump start a car. So now you're going to watch me fish. So I hope everybody enjoys it. The first section of this video is going to be how to create my lures, my fishing line. All right? And my weight. And I hope you enjoy it. Bye, guys. Okay, everybody, so what I'm going to do today is, well, right now, I'm going to show you how to set up your fishing rig that I'm going to be using today. All right, so I'm just going to have a few tools here. I have my weight. As you can see, this is a different weight than they usually use. I had this custom made for what I'm going to be using today. So you can see it is an 11.7 ounce weight. It has the tie right there. Okay. I have my connector, and I don't really know what these things are called, but these are like clips almost. And I have my lead here, okay, my leader. Okay, so I'm going to start with my wire. Put one of these clips in here real quick. Okay, I'm going to come around. Get this guy in. Okay. I'm going to pull this over. And I put it through the second loop to loop it around. Now, in order for this to stick, I need to use a tool, and it's called crimping. Okay, now I'm going to show you something here. This tool has a hole right there and a pointed spot. So what I'm going to do is I need to make this metal piece, okay, I need to change the fill of it. I need to change the appearance of it, all right, to tighten those wires. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this piece in, and I'm going to get in the hole right there. I'm going to squeeze down. And this is called crimping. Now, a lot of electricians use this when they're putting wires in. Okay, certain wires require you to call crimping them. You're putting two wires together. And let me get this. This is a little tough one because it's in the leader. The other ones are easy, or the weight. It's a lot easier to do this regularly, right? And there you go. So that's a tight bond right there. You see? As you can see there, that's bent down a little bit. So now wire's set. Okay. We're going to take about, I usually do it the length of Mr. Cacchio, which is almost 6 feet. Okay. Cut that wire. Okay. Now, first thing I want to do here is I want to put on the attachment that I'm going to use for the hook. Okay. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it down a little bit. I'm going to crimp this to make it stick. Okay. I usually like to do it on 2 of them because, I don't know, it's just the way I like to do things. Alright. So you can see that's stuck there now. It's not going to come off. It's not going to slide. And what I do is I usually use this to add a little bit of color. And I put my hook on, or my clip. And I put this piece on. Put my next crimper on. And what I'm saying is, and I want everybody to understand this, what I love about fishing is it requires patience. I don't think in this world we use a lot of patience anymore. Or I don't think we have patience for many things. We want things done right away. We want things done the right way. We really don't put any effort into the way we do things. So, this is going to connect another. I'm going to connect another wire to this to put my hook on. But let me put the end on here real quick. I actually have an extra one. Oh, for the hooks. That's why. Okay. All right. Okay. That close. And there you go. Now, what I need to do is I need to add another string, because this is where the hook is going to go with the bait. I'll give you a demonstration of this in a second. Okay. So on this one, we're going to put a little wire. Oops, forgot to put this in first. Just like we talk about in the classroom about coding, how everything has to be done a certain way. Everything has to be done a certain way with this too, or you don't do it right. Just like in coding, all right? Coding, algorithms, step-by-step processes. Okay? Everything's a step-by-step process. You can't go to step 3 without doing steps 1 and 2. All right? I'm going to crimp that. Okay. Now, what I'll do is I'll show you. So, what you do is in the water, when this is in the water, right? The weight goes to the ground. This part is tied to your fishing line, and the hook with the bait is here. So it's up higher. You want the bait all the way down underwater. You want it a little bit higher so the fish can get to it. So I'll wrap that up and tape it. When we come back to our next video, I'll show you guys how to put the bait on, and then we'll give it a whirl, all right? Okay, so we're back. So this next part is We're going to put the hooks on. We're going to put our bait in, and then we're going to get our bait frozen mold set up and then freeze it. All right. So I have my hook. Remember what I said? We have our end here. Okay. All right, we're going to get our crimper. Nice and tight. Test it. Everything looks good. Now, for the bait we're going to be using some frozen clam. I'm going to get that out of the way so you guys can see better. There you go. That's what it looks like right there. What do you think about that? That's what we're going to use to catch. All right. Now, we're going to take it, and we're going to hook it in. Find the meaty part. Okay. Now that's all done. Now, this is the part I've never done before. Okay? I've never tried this part before. All right? So, here's our weight. Okay. Here's our clam. I'm going to put the clam in here. Okay. And we want to put it in there. Okay. Get that line in there. Okay. Now, this is the part that my wife does not, it's a good thing she's not here for. Okay. I bought this stuff online. This is called Chum Slick. Okay. Now, Chum Slick is basically a bunch of fish that have been blended up and made into what's called a chum. Now, the chum is what attracts the sharks. Okay. They say this stuff smells awful. Like, absolutely awful. So, I have no idea what this next thing is going to do to my house or to what we're going to see here. So, I'm going to just do it, and I'm going to freeze it, and we'll see what happens. Now, you could put water in this and freeze it, okay? You could put water in and freeze it, but I'm going to use this stuff for this time. We'll see how it goes, okay? So, here we go. Hold your nose, everybody. Oh, it smells terrible. Oh, it smells absolutely awful. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to put a little baggie over this so we try to keep the scent in a little bit. And this is going in the freezer. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that for the next 2. Now we're going to get ready to go down to the ocean a little bit and see if this launcher works, all right? Okay, guys, final spot. We have our frozen bait. Now, in my video before, I used the slug, but I'm using ice this time. So we're tied up. We're going to put our bait in.
Let's do this.
Down to the bottom.
Woo!
Now we're going to air pump it up.
Pumping it up.
We want to get this up to about 100 PSI. Then we'll see how this bad boy shoots.
Can I shoot it?
No, I have to do it.
Oh.
We're at 25 right now. Beautiful day. Now the goal is, when that ice melts, the weight will fall to the bottom and the hook and the bait will pop up to the surface. That's the plan. We're at 68 right now. 70.
Audrey's recording, by the way.
I got Audrey and Lily here with me. First time down at the beach. Beautiful day. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a lot easier to do when I got help down here. 82. We're gonna have Audrey videotape this to see how far this baby shoots. When I go in, just keep an eye on me, okay? And follow the bait when it shoots out. I'll tell you when I'm gonna shoot it. All right, we're at 98.
How much are you getting to?
We're gonna go up to 100. That's 100. All right, now the goal is, we don't want to get the fishing line tied up. Tail's open.
The water's kind of cold, not gonna lie.
Right now.
He's really trying to be a fisherman here. Oh God.
Here we go. 3, 2,
1. Wait, did you see that? That was so cool! That was so cool!
Now we wait.
Did you make that?
I did. All right, now we wait.
Wait, what?
Now the problem was, the thing I'm worried about, I think I shot too much PSI because the ice exploded when I shot it. But that's all right, it still got out there.
Go out there. Go! Wow!
So if you've watched all the videos, I thank you for tuning into this episode of Cacchio's Corner. Now I have to give you a little bit of background on this. I did not catch anything the day that I shot the first frozen bait out into the ocean. I didn't catch anything. Now there's a few reasons for that. Number one, it could have been that the water was too cold and there just weren't any fish biting that day. But like life, okay, it's not going to stop me from trying to do something. All right. Sometimes things are not easy. Sometimes things take time, and that's what's so good about fishing. It teaches patience. And I think in this world we don't have that much patience anymore. So if I ever do catch something big, I'll make sure to put my camera on and I'll add to this one for Caccio's Corner. But until that time, let's hope someday I do catch something big. But if not, I enjoyed the journey. And that's sometimes the most important thing, is to enjoy the journey. So for this episode of Caccio's Corner, I'm Mr. Cacchio. Have a great one. We'll see you for the next episode.